Good afternoon, everybody. This is Survivor Circle for Tuesday, July 9th, the year of 2024. And we're really glad to have everybody here. Um, I picked a topic for today. We're, I guess we'll start with that and then just go with it. Uh, there'd been a word that had been rolling around in the back of my head for months. I said, I know that. I know what that word is, and that would like almost get to the tip of my tongue, and then it would disappear. I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And just a couple days ago, and altruism is the word I'm looking for. Yes. And to define altruism, let me see. Oh, come on. I have too many documents open here. Behavior is altruistic if it meets four criteria. If it is directed toward helping another, if it involves some risk or sacrifice to the actor, is accompanied by no external reward, and is voluntary. And I said, no, that's just something you never hear. You hear about narcissistic behavior. It's like the balance, the seesaw, okay? You've got narcissistic behavior on this side and altruistic behavior on this side. They're two sides of the same coin. It's how you look at other people, right? And just doing a quick search on the internet, if you take those two words, narcissism and altruism, and search them out, just the roughest Google search you can come up with, you get 6 million hits for altruism. You get 248 million hits for narcissism. So I guess there's more interest in people watching for bad things than they are interested in looking for good things. They're a good thing.
Is there Max making? Yeah, Max making a debut for the show this evening.
So I really, and the point of even searching for that was because I kind of recognized that as something. I really didn't think it was going to be like 240 to 6, but I thought, yeah, we hear so much more about the bad things, the bad activities, the bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear almost nothing about good things, good behavior. And that's typical, well, this is something to look out for, and this is something that's beneficial and you should do. The I expected an imbalance, but I in no manner, no way, shape, or form expected to see an imbalance of that magnitude. That's just wrong, man. We're talking about altruism. Altruism it's charity. It's being kind to strangers. It's doing something for someone else just because it feels good to do it. Good grief. Simple kindness things. Okay. Next time you're at Walmart, take someone's cart to the not only just your own cart, but take someone else's cart back and park it. Watch out for other people, because things, I grew. I'm old school. It's like just general courtesy, really. You know, you see something, you say something, you do something, and you go on. You know, it doesn't have, there's no reciprocity. It's just like paying it forward. Okay. It's the simplest act that we can do. And surprisingly, there have been studies on altruistic behavior in people all over the, really, they've done it with cultures all over the world. And approximately 40% of the people qualify as being genuinely altruistic to some degree. I mean, we're not going to all be Mother Teresa. that isn't what we're saying. But 40% altruistic to some degree. And that's compared to narcissistic behavior, which is at best 3%, but they get 240 million hits, and altruistic activities only get 6 million hits. That's, yeah. The world is not as ugly as people keep trying to paint it, and I think there's a reason for that. I think there's a benefit to some actors of that, because if you think the world is a nasty, vicious, and scary place, you self-edit everything. You're much more careful about where you go. You're careful about who you associate with. You're careful about, all because of this thin 3% slice. They spoil the pie for everybody else, and that just it's always bothered me. It offends my sense of justice. I would like to claim that I am an altruistic person. Just, it goes, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. The golden rule, all that stuff we learned in grade school,
We learned it. I don't think we learned it.
Yes.
We also went to school when they allowed it. We went to school when they allowed the 10 Commandments on the walls.
Well, I don't remember those being on the wall at any of the schools I went to. And that was in the Yankee.
That's what it was.
In the hills of West Virginia. So,
yeah.
But
still, I bet they were.
But it's infused in our culture, to take care of the less fortunate. Okay, in some manners, it's a part of our government. Okay, there's always been. And my God, if there were ever a country whose entire reputation was for taking the part of the underdog, that would be the United States, Were you muted? Are you muted?
Yeah. I was, not now. I was. Okay. I'm sitting over here sniffling, so I figured I'd mute.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making a comment. But anyway, that's what.
No, I was texting V. Sorry.
Oh, well, talking about me behind my back. But
sometimes it's better that way.
That's it. I mean, I think we should do more to promote that and talk about, good things that are going on. I see Jay made it.
Almost on time.
Almost on time, yes.
He got here before V did, so.
Oh, that definitely puts him in the running.
V, I'll do that later before I go to bed. Right now, I've just decided to quit adding honey to my bourbon, and I'm just drinking it straight.
Wait, what was it? Ginger, honey.
Oh, Friday, I was so desperate. I didn't have all the ingredients
Eucalyptus.
to a
Oh,
flu
didn't have any
bomb.
eucalyptus.
I didn't have a flu bomb. Is
Ginger
root, ginger root,
Mm-hmm.
garlic, 1 clove or 2, depending on how much garlic you want, cayenne pepper, lemon, 1 drop of eucalyptus oil, and honey. I didn't have anything but garlic. Cayenne pepper. Forgot that. I had cayenne pepper, garlic, and ginger. And I mixed that up and I put it in a fourth a cup of water and drank that. Man, and as much cayenne pepper in there as you want to. I felt, I was cleared up pretty well. And I thought, man, I should have put some bourbon in with that.
That sounds like a concoction that would clear up the sinuses, definitely. But I told you that was the kind of mixture my grandma would have put together with a shot of whiskey. Yes.
Yes, and I'm with V. We talk about sex every day. That's good enough.
There you go.
That's a feel good thing.
Some of that altruistic sex.
See? Okay. So
just do it because it feels good. Damn it. Yeah.
Well, you know, and to do a show on Monday night on ERT, we could talk about sex. We could, but Ron, for some reason, just won't let us do that.
Yeah. He likes to keep it G-rated, at least till after 10 o'clock. You know.
Oh, then he loses control because everybody else is tired of behaving by that time, so they just cut loose. Oh, nothing happened last night. There wasn't any more. There wasn't a late night screams show on ERT. So sorry. But yeah, the hot toddies Jay's talking about. No, just like you're talking about the common courtesy thing. I don't think we see enough of that you're not going to see that on the news because nobody's going to watch it.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to go there with that.
I've noticed this in myself in the past more than now. You get tunnel vision. Okay. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm not I'm not even watching anything else. I'm focused on what I'm doing, and to hell with everything else. You know what I'm saying? You can't be opportunistically altruistic if you just don't even see them. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Here in any summer day, you can go by the box stores or the Walmarts or whatever, and along the roads, and you'll see somebody out there with a out of work sign, will work for food, whatever, and they're just there to cash in. But damn it, they're there. They're there. That it tells me it's working. Okay, there are people who think that's a good idea. And I guess it also says there are people that are desperate enough or sometimes wily enough or whatever to do that. I mean, God knows there actually are enough. There are homeless people. There are people that are down on their luck. There are people who have just hit the bottom. But sometimes you just need that one little toehold. you know, to keep going one more step. And that's what it's all about.
Well, see, and then that's the bad part, because the panhandling,
Yes.
there's people that's how they make their living, and they make a very good living.
Well, I have heard the stories. I don't know any of those people, but I've heard stories of people making, $60,000-$70,000 a summer panhandling.
Yes,
Thinking,
and
what?
here in this, you were in the wrong line of work, Charles. But no, here in Bowling Green, they have finally had to put. You'll see people. They'll walk 3 miles to go stand on one certain corner and stand there with a sign that says "I'm homeless." Well, they're
Yes.
not. They're absolutely not homeless, and they live 3 miles down the road in an apartment, and it may be a Section 8 apartments or something like that. Doesn't matter. They're not homeless, and they get welfare, which I'm sure it's not that much. And maybe this is like a side gig.
It might be a 3-bedroom condo that they can't afford anymore. Whatever. It does, that doesn't matter. Yes.
But they have finally put signs up all over Bowling Green that says, panhandling, just don't. Because if they're homeless, we have in Bowling Green so many places homeless people can go. They can get a hot meal. They can get someplace to sleep. They can get help. They can just stop. And the true homeless people aren't going to beg you for money. They're not going to do anything. They just want you to leave them alone. They're going to lay down on the bench on the corner and cover up.
Hide under the underpass.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they just want you to leave them alone. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want your money. They don't want your food.
Yep. It's just, it's.
But that's us. We want to help somebody. You see somebody dirty and nasty and standing there going, just give me 5 cents or something like that, or buy me a cup of coffee or something. And you want to go do that for that person.
Oh, yes. The impulse is there.
Right.
Really.
You want to do that.
Reach in your pocket and drop a couple.
But you think about if somebody stood at a busy intersection and just said, please give me $1, just $1.
Yeah.
And they stood there for 8 hours. There's no telling how much money they would make that day.
Something about, yeah.
That's true. It's just because they don't want to be bothered. They're not going to beg you for anything.
Yep.
Yeah, homeless people are just too proud for that. A lot of that's a mental illness thing too.
And a lot of altruism really, it comes from an identification. It comes from having been there, okay? Having been bouncing along the bottom. And I'm not ashamed to say it. There have been times in my life when it just wasn't working. And it seems like things come in waves, cascades, yeah. And no matter how secure we feel that we are, if you don't have a portfolio, okay, to back you up, you're one calamity away from that being that person, and that is, it humbles you and it frees you. Okay. because you realize once you've been there and come back, it changes your perspective. I mean, the things that you once thought you absolutely had to have, you realize you didn't need those. And the things that you didn't have that you really needed, when those come back into your life, you value them so much more. And I know that's just where I come from on that, because but this fits into so many other things. That's like, I don't know, a philosophy that I am trying to espouse, okay, that I'm trying to put together like a playbook, okay. So many elements of that fit into that, okay. Who, what, and it, no single human being is capable of surviving, even just surviving, by entirely by themselves. Okay, and they have these freaking stupid reality shows. Okay, yeah, naked and afraid. Okay, and you go out there and I, and it's tough. It's tough to put. So, but if we're all doing something together, okay, if you have a group of people that are working together, that are all pulling together to get something done, it's so easy. Okay. And that's what we need to promote more of, not the fear, not the separation, not, oh, I don't want to have anything to them. They talk different. I don't have anything to do with them. They don't look like me. The tribe, that exclusive tribalism, which is a part of our history. It doesn't have to be that way. We we are so capable in our entirety. Okay, all of us together. There's so much we can do. I mean, small things and large things. Okay, it seems like we get our shit together and work really and work really well together on the largest scales. Very rarely, but often in war. Okay, you look at World War II. Okay, you look at the aftermath of World War II, the restoration over 20 years of Germany into an industrial powerhouse, of Japan into a modern civilization. Those things happened, and they happened because we Americans and the rest of the world chose not to do what had happened after World War I. The victims, the losers, the loser in World War I was punished economically, socially, and it brought the greater war on. I mean, that's a historical fact. Okay. The same thing that's humanity. Okay, that bringing that society back into the world society made that almost a golden age, really.
He's talking about
What was the
even
general? Who was the general? The Marshall Plan. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes. Okay.
no, you were talking about being punished. I mean, look at the Civil War. How bad?
Oh, the same.
The
Same,
South?
absolutely.
Yeah, the South was punished.
Absolutely.
And they were even being punished before the war, which kind of helped start the war. And then they were punished afterwards. So overtaxed and things like that. You know, taxes played a lot in that you don't hear about, but
oh yeah.
And then afterwards, the tariffs and we're going to charge you more and. So yeah, winners are genetic, and so are failures.
There's so much that.
Yeah. Find out who you really are when you drop everything and start from zero.
The South wasn't. You know, there's a lot of evidence that the South was not welcomed back into the Union with open arms.
Hell, I don't think they wanted to be anyway.
It was welcomed back. It was welcomed back by force of arms. Okay.
Yeah,
they were an occupied. The southern states were occupied by the United States Army. Okay, they were supervised and occupied. And that that wasn't. But that was a thing too. Yes, absolutely.
So, look how Americans treat Americans. And it's not changed.
It hasn't?
It did. Now it's not anymore.
I think there is something that is the other. Yes. There's a tendency toward otherisms. Yes. They can't. We can't say. We're not allowed to say that on this platform or whatever. Okay.
Well,
there's a lot of that going on.
I think but a lot of what's happened is now we've gotten into, if you don't think the way that I do, then you need to be dead or have your, and that's you're worthless. You don't need to be here. You need to be gone. So there's no more. You have your opinion, I'll have mine, and we'll still drink a beer after work. That's we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And that's happened in the last 10 years, 10, 15 years. It really kicked in when Trump became president. Or before, it really kicked in when Trump was president, but it was even so before that, that was kind of the trend that was coming up. And then when Trump became president, then everybody everybody just lost their freaking minds. And then it just keeps going.
I think that's true.
So, this is the America now that's we're back to where we used to be during the Civil War.
But here's what gets me. Okay. We can sit here. We can, sit anywhere I want to sit. Okay. And we can take different sides on things and talk about them. Okay. And boil it down. And when you get down to the bottom, we both want the same thing. We want peace. We want a reasonable opportunity for our children and grandchildren to have a decent life. And doing those things, ensuring those things, there are 1,000 things we could do to ensure that, to make that more likely. Okay. But the distraction is about this or that, this LSTBMFQ demand, or
all of that crap.
Oh my God, we're gonna, the outliers have taken control of the conversation. The more likely we are to actually get something accomplished. As long as all the noise is going on out here, it's just distracting everybody that lives in the middle from doing the things that we all agree need to be done. Okay? And that is so obvious now. Okay?
But you can't get, this is the thing.
It's an obvious distraction. It's such an obvious distraction.
We know what's good. We know what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. But our politicians, we can't get them to do it. Our elected officials.
Yes.
Once they get in,
yes,
the hooks, they learn that they can do this insider trading. They learn that they can become millionaires, and they don't have to do anything but what they're being told to do. They don't have to listen to us anymore. And then we're not doing anything about it, because now it's actually kind of gotten to the point where if you have a voice against them, you're going to go to prison. They're going to send you to prison if you've got a voice against anything that's going on, and if it's not theirs. But here, I want to put this up here. AR put this in here. Trump is just a personality I don't like. I never will. Me either. But by golly, I had money in my pocket during all of everything that was going on. We don't have, our taxes are now, they're not, now they're having to introduce a bill to start raising. I mean, they've got to fund all of these wars that are going on. They've got to find money to take care of all of these, the borders wide open. They got to find money to take care of them. They're making more money than we are, and we're working, and they're not.
Okay.
They're illegal.
There was a bill on the border. There was a bill up last week to authorize $13 billion. Yeah.
It was a joke.
And it didn't, the Republicans refused to even hear it.
Because it was a joke.
And it's all,
but the thing about it is,
it's all politics.
Right. It's all politics. The thing about it is,
I can't fix that pothole because it'll hurt.
They should have left it alone. The border policy should have been left alone instead of everything being ripped up and thrown into the trash. And let's just bring them all in. Just let them all in. Just stop. Let's not do this anymore. And that's what happened. And it's been happening, which absolutely makes no sense to me. Number one, because if you're going to get in an airplane and fly over here, you better have a passport. You better have, you've got to have all of your paperwork. So if you don't, just come through the southern border. Nobody gives a shit. And they're going to send you to New York. They're going to send you to Washington, D.C. in a bus. They're going to give you a backpack with all this stuff. And they're going to give you money to live on. And there you go. And it's ours. So that's where our next terrorist attack is going to come from. I mean, Look at all the stuff that's erupting now. What was it? What was it? The Secretary of Defense that disappeared for 3 days, and they wouldn't tell anybody that he'd been in the hospital.
I think
You missed that story?
okay. Absolutely. Entirely.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what I'm getting at.
And as much as I would probably recognize, I would probably, I can't think of his name right.
But that happened over the weekend.
His name right off. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's just he had complications from surgery, and they put him in the hospital, and he absolutely told no one that he was in the hospital. So, and that's what I'm. It's just there were simple things that kept America safe. And that's what our Homeland Security is for. You can't open the southern border and just let everybody in and then just start distributing them across the country and then call yourself Homeland Security because you're going to keep us safe from terrorists. You and we still have to go through all the same laws, American Patriot Act and all this stuff to do our daily business. We have to get a real ID to fly domestically or get your passport. Mm-hmm. So, but they don't have to go by the laws that we do. And I mean, I would absolutely love to have my health, have free health care. I would love to be given $3,000 to $5,000 a month of benefits and money for groceries and my living and be put up and taken care of. We're not getting that. We're paying for that. And all that keeps getting swept under the rug, and it all keeps.
Sure.
So that's so some of this other stuff that's going on, like you're talking about the LGBTQ RSZY, whatever. That's a distraction from the real stuff that's going on.
Because
check out the alien story from Miami. Check that.
I'm glad you pointed
was
that out.
Supposed to.
But
yeah,
I guess that was
viral.
That was important. That was important. That was the story of the day, because aliens took over a mall in Miami. Were spotted. 10-foot tall aliens were spotted in a mall in Miami, and they were surrounded by hundreds of police cars.
Well, okay, but all right. So, what all was going on at that time? And it's like Ufi said, it was Austin. They didn't notify. I think the Biden administration knew it. They just didn't release it, and I don't know if that was I can't even give you an opinion of why that happened. But that story broke. There was more of the Epstein files that came out. There was something. There were like 2 or 3 other things that happened. So it's like whenever they throw all of these stories out and they don't want you to pay attention to them, they always bring in the aliens. Oh, look here. Hey, Papa Tom. Good to see you.
Papa Tom. So glad to see you. Yeah, that's the new, always the aliens. Always blame it on the aliens.
Oh, okay. So I have another. No. Okay, so Papa Tom has popped in here. I have to tell you this story. So, I go through everywhere, you dust and all of this stuff. And Papa had sent me UFO that he handmade, electronics, lights, everything. It's gorgeous. Have it sitting. Yes. I went in there the other day. I thought, I'm going to turn it on to see if the battery's still working. And if not, I'm going to change them out. No, I got to looking at it, and there's been he has one switch that has the blue lights around the triangle. That had been
Okay.
on long enough. I mean, the battery power.
Oh,
So that had sometime or another turned itself back on, and they left it on. So I think I'm just going to take the
okay.
batteries out of it, and I'm just not going to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. I find that a thing to do with their worth most of the time. We'll get you a power plug.
Yeah.
Just
But it's
just
absolutely
give me the
gorgeous.
nuclear battery, damn it. You know, give me a little coin-sized battery that'll last for 20 years. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's not hard to get along with.
It's like, I don't mind, you know. I mean, if they want to turn it on, they can turn it on. Just turn it off when you're done so it doesn't run the batteries down. But, oh,
Yep.
it's not broke. It's not broke. I have
It's not
little
broke.
thing. I have something here that likes to turn it on and leave it on. I just need to teach them how to turn it off.
Is that a touch sensitive light?
It's got
You're not
two
talking about
switches on the
little
bottom.
quality animals.
Oh no, they would have to have thumbs and be able
Oh,
to
okay.
pick it up, turn it over, and the switches you have to, because
Right.
there's two
Okay,
sets of
gotcha.
lights, so they would have to know how to switch
Okay.
them alternatively. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was a touch sensitive
Oh yeah, no.
possibility. Oh, the cats would love that.
Oh yeah, they would. Especially White Kitty. For some reason, White Kitty likes to sit up there on top of that all the time. So,
Mhm. She feels closer to her people. I believe. Hey, I'm going on the record here. Cats are aliens. They are cats and octopuses are not from here. That's all I can say. They've been around for a long time, but they're not from here.
now AJ had a guest a couple of years ago, I believe, but she was talking about a planet that they Lyra, is that right? Oofy will know.
Okay. Anyway, a planet where? Planet of
Seems
cats.
like it starts with an L, wherever planet that they come from. But apparently, that's why I have my collection. So anyway,
Okay.
I don't know. Two of them I know exactly where I came from. The other ones just kind of dropped out of the sky, I guess. Planet Zorg. That's not where it was.
Then you've got the interloper, Zorgon.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's usually Epsilon Arande. That's where the gray aliens come from, right?
I don't know. I don't keep up with where they come from. I don't care.
I'll wait till I can read their license plates on the UFO as it goes by.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes one from Mxoophalis.
Or maybe they left their ID at the Miami Mall.
Oh yes.
You know, maybe one of them dropped their wallet there or something as they were teleporting from one spot. Because they didn't run. They didn't chase people. They teleported from one spot to the other.
That's true. That's good.
Yeah.
It's hard to catch those guys. Thanks, Eric. Zeta Reticuli. Yes. That was, oh my God, Betty Hill's star map. That was where her aliens were from.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't blame the aliens for not being more public about their business here. because it'd be a tough choice, you know.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
should I tell them or not?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I did. I
I don't
just got
know.
so it was like, okay, so they show up at a mall.
Hmm.
The power is cut off at the mall. People's cell phones won't work.
Yes,
And then the
yes.
police scanners were cut off and the airport was shut down. And everybody's like freaking out about it. And I'm like, okay, number one, they're not going to invade a mall. If they're going to
Well,
invade
maybe they are. Maybe it was
they're going to be walking.
maybe it was an end terminal to the southern passageway that has the underground trains that goes all over the world. You know? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's the ticket. But I'm like, they're going to like drop out of the sky and they're going to be walking down the street and they're not going to care, you know? So, and I thought, okay, so
And
nothing outside. It's just, and I'm like,
I don't
okay.
know. See, I've been to Miami a few times, and just about any alien I can imagine could walk down the street in the middle of the day, and nobody pay any attention whatsoever.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh,
But I was just like, okay, so here's your Project Blue Beam beta test to see what happens.
And nothing
So
happens,
we'll hear
right?
some more of these.
Yeah.
We'll hear some of that.
I'm sure we will.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was a good one.
It was hilarious. And not a whole lot of people heard about it. So that was the fun part.
Yeah. My story of the week, really, so funny. I thought it was funny anyway. Was they had a tarot card reader.
Oh yeah.
On one of the news shows.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
And she picked a card. She picked a card for the host. And she did the little background on him. And apparently he's going to have a child in 2024, or I hope his wife is going to have it. But he is anyway.
Yeah, I was going, don't go there.
Hopefully he's not going to have it. And she didn't specify his wife was. So, hey, do what you got to do, dude. But and then she picked a card for President for Trump. She pulled a 5 of Cups, which is a kind of a weird card in that it's I don't know, a little.
What was the one that they pulled for Biden? Did they ever show it?
No, she just described it. She did not.
This is what I think is so funny. They go into this big thing about the card they pulled for Trump, but nobody. Mm-hmm. It's because nobody gives a shit about what cards.
Well, they didn't. Once they said that, the card for Trump was. Let's see. Okay, it's in this other file. This is it. Yeah. Okay. The file was the Biden. She described the Biden card, but she didn't actually say what it was. Well, they didn't say what the Trump card was. They didn't call it what it was, but it is a rather ominous looking card for people that don't know what they're talking about. And okay, the Biden card showed him receiving lots and lots and lots of money. And that's a quote. Far more than he's used to. So that was, And the U.S., Paula Roberts, the English psychic, said should look forward to joy, happiness, contentment, which she described as big, 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 happy, happy for 2024. So there you go. See, it's going to be a great year.
I noticed her hair, and that's big, 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 big happy for
Big,
2024.
happy, happy. Yeah,
Wow.
I, I I should have set that picture up. I really should have.
Yeah, that was
Mhm. That's not going to work. Copy. Copy. See if I can do this. I should have just went to Facebook.
mm-hmm.
I knew I had it over there. Okay, search. Damn it. Oh, it would help if I put it in the right box. Oh my. Here it is. Here it is. I found it.
Okay. Okay, that's funny.
File.
Okay.
Hmm. No. There we go. And that's interesting. There it popped up.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
there is
hair. Ta-da!
the psychic and the card.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Being an English psychic in New York must be a tougher job than I had given credit for it being. That's all I can say. Hmm. It's all about comfort food, dude. Comfort calories.
Yeah.
Uh
This one here is causing chaos at the moment.
oh.
Yeah.
Just what you doing?
Yeah. Why do nachos taste so much better when you're not happy? Dude, nachos taste good. I don't give a shit if you're happy or pissed off. It's great, sad, pissed off. They're just good.
Hmm. I am. Oh, I need some of that spicy cheese. The spice, the jalapeno cheese
Spicy
sauce.
pickle?
I haven't had any of that in a
Mm-hmm.
long time. Yes,
It's good.
a little ground beef on the side and dip, dip, dip,
Mm-hmm.
crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll go shopping tomorrow.
Oh,
In fact, it's not
here
a
you
maybe.
go.
In fact, it's not a maybe. I'm gonna have to go shopping tomorrow.
Here's everybody's favorite frequency.
Okay.
That's everybody's favorite frequency, the kitty cat purring. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be the healing frequency. I can't remember what number that is, but oh well.
Is that a 438 thing?
I don't think it's that high.
Mm.
It's not a spiritual healing. It is a physical healing. So like if you're injured or something.
I
Yeah.
think I need some of that. I need some of that in my
Okay.
throat today.
Mhm. Cayenne pepper.
I gotta kill that window. I can't look at that one anymore.
Yeah. Man, that's just ugly. But yeah, cayenne pepper, Charles.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And ginger.
Mm.
Oh yeah, they're getting ready to drop
Keep anticipating.
billions to
You keep an eye out.
Ukraine,
You
to
keep an eye out for me, will
Israel.
you?
Yeah. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Immigration,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
I'm even more.
There you go.
I mean, even more
not
and more
responsible for obsession. Do what? I'm sorry. We're still talking about food in here.
Oh, well, talk about food. Talk about food. That'll get me going again.
Oh yeah. No, so
Oh,
my obsession, it's Taco Tuesday. And
Mhm.
but my favorite thing at the restaurant that I go to all the time is to get nachos that have chicken, steak, shrimp, onions, jalapenos, grilled tomatoes, and then they pour all of that God wonderful cheese sauce, queso, all over. They just smother it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, that's probably why I've put on 20 pounds this past year, but I can't help it. Cannot help it. Especially the jalapenos are fresh, they're not pickled. These restaurants you go to and they only have pickled jalapenos, I never go back to.
Yep.
And the chips are fresh and the margaritas are good and
I need to find a place around here that does that. I know there's one place that I used to stop fairly regular that did that well. I'll have to go back and try. Come to think of it, I think they changed hands maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and they're still open, so they must be doing okay.
Well, that's good.
So I may have to go back and give them another try.
I do really like a good steak. There's a couple of places that are downtown on the square in Bowling Green. Oh my goodness. You're gonna pay a high price for it, but they're so good. I can't help it. So it's like I work a second job so I can buy steak.
I think it's all about the meat, you know? And
that it has to be a certain cut. It has to be a certain.
You do get what you pay for. I'm afraid that's true, you know. But oh man, a really good, really top of the line steak. Oh man, I can taste it. I can taste it in my memory right now. And it's been a while since I had that. Months anyway. So. But hey,
oh, it's good stuff.
I can get by with chicken. Even
you can just do so much. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with it. So that's kind of what helps.
Yes.
I went to Sam's yesterday after work, Sam's Club, And I thought, I'll get a couple of roasts or whatever, and I could always freeze one, cook the other. Dude, no. I swear to you, a couple of months, 5 months ago, you could buy 2 good size roasts for $25 to $30. They were $50 and $60 yesterday.
Oh my God!
And
I hate to think what a really nice prime rib would go for. Okay, I mean, you know, the slab from which you're going to get a prime.
Yes. I didn't even look at that price. I couldn't
know. Yeah, but I haven't had that in a long time either.
No.
Probably a good reason for that. But even steakhouses generally don't even carry that. You know?
No, not anymore. They don't. Ooh, look, there's Lorraine. Hey, girl.
Lorraine made it. Which jellyfish UFO? Ask Goofy. Goofy will handle that for us.
Oh, let's see. Been on Sky Tour Live for some time now. Mark is giving away prizes like telescope. Really? Telescope binoculars. I'm hoping he'll give away one of my models. That would be excellent.
That would be sweet. We'll have to get over there and check it out. Because Mark's so irregular in his hours,
really
due to constraints by weather and so forth, I have a hard time. And also the fact that he's running late for me. It's really hard for me to stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to even get him started, you know? So.
Ooh, here's one. AR said my seafood platter was the best yet the other night. Largest fried clam. I have not had fried clams in forever. I miss eating the seafood stuff.
Yes, Jay. You know, we learned to cook as a matter of self-preservation.
Yeah, Jay says I cook my own food anymore. So dissatisfied with everything else. I get it. You've really got to be careful. If you want to know a good place to eat, talk to your what is it? The health
board of health
department that goes around and they score these restaurants and stuff. Excuse me.
No,
that kind of snuck up on me.
I know. That's
ask them where they eat.
It's very important to a restaurant to be in good standing with those guys. As long as they're doing their job. And there's been a lot of history in a lot of places, but I will say locally, a health department is top notch, and they don't let anything go by.
No,
you're going to be.
Can't.
Okay, and in response.
Oh yeah,
Goofy says we disavow all knowledge of any such alleged jellyfish UFOs. Okay. Yes. That's probably That's probably some kind of a slur thing, because jellyfish have too many legs. As long as they have only 8 legs, they're okay. But if they start getting into that amorphous form,
tentacles, not legs. Tentacles.
Yes. Well, okay. Appendages.
There you go. I have somebody hollering mutiny at me over there in the corner. She's already knocked off things off the counter, waiting for treats. Oh, let's see. Oh, apparently the jellyfish UFO did enter the water for 17 minutes. That's all?
Maybe they were doing a pickup or a delivery. Maybe they were doing a delivery, you know? Like Dine and Dash from the day.
What do they call tentacles that point upward, gravity-wise?
Up. Oh, God. Oops.
Need a rim shot for that one. Yeah.
I like that. I will have to. I'm learning to love puns more these days.
Oh, dude, you need to get on TikTok and you need to find the deer hunting dad's jokes.
God. Yes.
They are so goofy. Yeah, deer hunter dad jokes. Yep, they're pretty goofy. And it's only because there's 3 guys sitting there. Yeah, the UFO Dash. Dine and Dash. Get it? Okay. Just checking.
Dine and Dash. DoorDash. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
UFO Dash service. Okay. Oh my God. Still there, but curious.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking at that Secretary of Defense Lord Austin's medical report that finally came out today.
Today, after he was gone for 3 days, nobody knew where he was.
Yeah, he was treated for prostate cancer.
And his apparently had complications from surgery, and that's why he disappeared back in the hospital for 3 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why was it so important to hide that?
I don't know. Must be interesting and sensitive things going on in the Defense Department these days. I wonder what that could be.
I don't know. I think they're all changing gender.
I think it might have something to do with like Russia and China and the Ukraine and pirates shooting at oil.
No, I don't think they care about the pirates thing. They don't care about the pirates thing. They got to protect Ukraine because that's where Biden's money's at. Then they got to do China. They got to protect China because that's where all of them's money is. Every one of them's money's at. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what they got to do. Yep. There you go. For some reason, people lie about dumb shit and they can't help themselves. V's right. They sure do.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Usually.
Here we go. Austin, adversary assassination attempts. The hospitals are not to be secured. Okay.
What's the Bethesda?
Yeah.
Isn't that where they took the ex-secretary Forrestal.
Yeah, there you go.
They didn't want Austin to be jumping out of any windows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like Papa Tom said. I think the president should have been told. The general public should have been kept in the dark. You know, the Biden administration may have been told.
Yes. I'm sure they were aware of the situation as the next in line in the chain of command. Yes. I'm quite certain.
Probably wasn't Biden himself, because I don't think he even knows where he is most of the time. But his people knew. So your people call my people, and then we'll talk about something. You know,
exactly.
We'll get it all together. We'll get it going somehow or another. But yeah, it's been an interesting weekend, and a lot of people don't pay attention to the news on the weekend, and that's where all your crazy shit comes from.
And that's
your UFO, your Miami aliens.
I have heard this, but I am beginning to appreciate just how true it is. That all the bad news, they'll dump it on Friday, and then after the reporters all leave for the weekend.
Yeah, okay? After 5 o'clock.
By the time it gets to Monday, it's old news, and nobody hears about it. Yes, right. Exactly.
That's exactly
which is a good thing. There's no news on the weekends. Yes, even evil needs a day off now and then. Well, yes, you have. So kick back, Jay, and take it easy. Have a good night.
Had a rough week. Fuck, it's just Tuesday, dude. What are you talking about? You ain't seen rough yet.
Yeah.
You still got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, WTF left.
It's a damn shame when life is such that and I've been there myself. When the weekdays are the easy days.
Yes.
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 You know?
Yeah. Was it Ron saying, hey, don't forget the list that came out? And it was a conspiracy. Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein's list.
Okay.
Yeah. It came out and it was.
I heard someone on one of the minor news channels talking about saying, well, there's this one witness that was one of the girls that they brought back up the story that
Take it easy, Marco. Be careful.
That she had copies of the videos that were taken of the girls and their customers in New York. And she later said, "Oh no! I didn't have those. I didn't have anything to do with that." And I figure, because that's the kind of thing, saying you have something like that is generally not a good thing to do. Yeah. Because you will tell them where they are. Okay? You may be a few fingers or fingernails short when you tell them, but you will tell them.
That's kind of where you FAFO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't claim. Never claim you have that kind of thing. Because that's
whether you do or you don't.
That is radioactive. Yes. 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 That gets all kinds of attention that nobody wants. So claiming that I was just bullshitting, I didn't have anything like that. sometimes that actually works, but you better be really, really convincing. Yes, you better be a good dog.
Max is a good dog. Don't back talk him like that. He's a sweet baby.
Come on.
He's so funny.
Sit up, be good.
He's a sweet boy.
He's my pal. He watches out for me.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, so here we go. So will people in the U's like their new government after 2024 election? We've never liked our government.
Nobody's ever gonna. No, we're Americans, damn it.
We don't like nothing. We don't like anybody.
Yes.
We don't like anybody at all.
It's just I don't know. It portends to be a very. Well, I thought you were talking about the United States Empire.
What was that? And I don't know what. I think it was because Ufi made that comment. You think people in the U.S. will like their new government? What was it? Joe Plumber? When was that?
Oh my God.
Do you remember that? Was that 2012?
That was 2008.
2008. Oh wow. Okay.
It might have been in the primary season.
We're in there
coming up because that was an Obama thing in his first term.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what made me think about it. I don't even. Just Joe Plumber just popped in my head.
I read something about him the other day, and it might have been he died.
Ooh, that's not good.
He was regional, or he was from Cleveland, and it was one of those little side blurb kind of things in the newspaper. So, oh my God, that's interesting. I'd forgotten about him altogether. You know.
Well, let's see. We've talked about politics. We've talked about food. We've talked about aliens. We've talked about politics.
You've dodged talking about sex. So, Lady B's hanging out.
Hanging out here. Did talk about sex.
Yeah, we just discounted that. Anyway,
we kept the details out of it, but we did talk about sex is a feel-good thing. We just didn't have any details.
I think that's a perfect stage for calling for greater altruism.
Yeah, yes. Sex, food. Oh, we talked about drink. No
sex.
Oh yeah, drinks. We talked about the bourbon. Yeah, got to have the margaritas.
How can we mix altruism and politics? I think those are going to be like oil and water. They just aren't going to mix it all.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no courtesy or being nice in politics.
Oh
yeah, no. That's definitely a dog eat dog Darwinian sphere of influence.
I think all the politicians that get money from insider training and China and Ukraine and any other country should have to wear a butt plug that has a light at the bottom of it. anytime that they're at work.
Well, I think they should wear like
Men or
NASCAR
women.
coveralls with all their sponsors
I'd rather have
on
the
the
butt
floor
plug
on the floor of the
line,
Senate.
because
Well,
then they
we
would
can
all have a butt plug.
with neon lights.
Mm-hmm.
I just took $50,000 for making this decision from this and this one and this
Exactly.
one. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm
It has
all
a
for
little
that.
banner on it that says,
Mhm.
I just sold some stocks because I got insider trading.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something.
Mhm.
Oh, this is hilarious. Yes, just like Hillary. Yeah. Except her butt plugs were to sell how many teenagers she just sold to Bill for however long. But
I don't know. Oh God, I'm not gonna say this.
do it.
Yeah.
Say it.
I'm just not going to go for the easy meat with my eyes closed. Mhm. Yeah. See, Bill just got Hillary's rejects.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Hillary wouldn't do them, so she pitched them to Bill.
Oh, what was her chief of staff's name? I can't
Oh,
remember.
Lord, that was a long time ago. That was a long time
Yes,
ago.
that was a long time ago.
And
Well, I
she
mean,
definitely was not
when she
important.
was in the Senate, she ran, and when she was running in 2016, so it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was, nobody cared. She wanted people to care.
I know that her chief of staff's husband was the one that got busted for the laptop with he was sharing personal photos with some underage or very young women
Oh, what was his name? Oh my
from New
goodness.
York.
Yes.
Hmm? What was
Ooh,
his
I've
name?
forgotten about that. Oh yeah.
And he disappeared. He disappeared
Quickly.
completely.
Oh,
Yes.
they got him out of the news cycle
Went to the
quick.
went to the bottom of the sea somewhere or something.
Yeah.
But that was his wife.
Yeah.
Was her chief of staff and close friend.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay, so I've got to throw this out there. Have you seen all of the memes about Stephen Hawking since the Epstein files have come out?
I haven't.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna load up your messenger with it's. Oh my god, people are having a ball with that one.
Yes,
for sure.
But okay, I'm not saying.
There you go.
He was there as an attraction. You know what I'm saying? As a famous Nobel Prize, he was there as an attraction more than as a participant, I'm sure.
No.
He was there.
Oh, he was there. Did you not hear about the his favorite thing was to have do you really want me to tell you?
Sure.
His favorite Hawking's favorite thing was to have and I'm going to quote how it was written in there, the midgets.
Oh, wiener. That's
working on the whiteboard way far up to where they would have to reach further than what. That was Hawkins. Yes. But yes, Anthony Weiner.
Yes. Oh my God, how I'd like to totally forget that name again.
Which one, Wieners?
Yes.
Yeah, Anthony Weiner. So apparently we did lose it because, I mean, laptops, Weiner, naked chicks. We should remember that.
It's like they keep playing the same story over and over again, expecting it. Well, it worked. It worked on Anthony. Maybe we can try it on
Weiner. Why is it not going to work for Hunter? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yes, it has,
Oh,
Oofy. Totally. Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
undoubtedly.
Oh, and it was dick pics.
Undoubtedly.
It wasn't chick pics. It was dick pics because he was sending them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
My, how the mighty have fallen. Well, heck.
Definitely. Yep, definitely.
Guess we've drained it. Oh God.
We
We've
still
gone
haven't made it
we've
to 10 o'clock yet.
completely down the drain on this one. Where can we? It's all uphill from here.
I'm going to blame it on Venus. Oh, and of course here now Andy shows up. Yeah,
oof, he's been
Andy's.
hiding.
Oh no. Andy
No,
sent me some
yeah.
delightful pictures this week. Just saying. Very delicious pictures. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really. Yes, and yeah, AR's calling us out on that. Yeah, how could you forget Wiener? I think it was because we really wanted to. I think we just didn't want to remember that at all.
I don't know. He was an early adopter. Okay,
Yeah.
and there's been so many of those. Oh, there's been so much of that that's gone under the bridge since then.
Hmm.
You can't keep track of them all. He
Yeah.
was just an early. The early turd gets the worm. Oh.
Perfect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Well, hey,
Lord, I think I need some cayenne
it's
pepper and
coming
some
up
more
on
bourbon.
8 o'clock, and I think an hour and a half. I think we've done pretty well. We've pretty much covered from soup to nuts. We're good.
Yeah, we've done something.
They can't you get a variety when you stop in here for an evening. You get all kinds
Oh
of things.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, looky there.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's
Andy's
Marco?
always Marco left because he said something about his alarms were going off and the winds were
Oh
really
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
So he disappeared.
He got stormed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, AR, at least Andy's not hot for you. That's saying a lot right there. Saying a lot.
Safe. Yes.
Yeah, you're safe, baby. So yeah, I think it's time for cayenne pepper and some ginger.
We'll have to have Andy on. We'll have to have Andy. We'll have to have Andy and Trudy on one of these days.
I would love
We
that.
can
Do you think,
introduce Trudy to Max.
Andy, we need to do that? I want Andy. I don't care if he needs to come on with his Ron mask if he needs to. Yeah. His Ert mask, that would be great. Oh Lord. No. That's a Phil Collins song. Nope. Ooh, okay. So I don't know. Um, if you all can see me, great. Let me know. If not, I think apparently Charles bailed. So thank you everybody for joining in with us. I think, I hope Wiener didn't come in and get Charles for talking about him. So, but anyway, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end the show unless Charles kind of can jump back in real quick. But anyways, all right. It's 7:00. Thank you all, everybody, for joining in with chat, because we couldn't do this without you all. The comments are wonderful. So anyways, Charles is calling me. So Charles is calling.
Oh, that was timely.
Oh yeah, well, I'm still on.
I'm my internet went down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we were all afraid both your power or my power was going to go out tonight. So.
Yep. Well, it wasn't the power, but I lost my internet.
Okay.
I lost my internet connection. So go ahead and say good night, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Everybody, good night. Thank you. Charles is safe. His house didn't blow up. The power didn't go out. He just lost his internet. So everything's great.
And it has been jumpy, like I said, the last month or so. So, my God, at least it was timely, right? We made an hour and a half.
That's all right. All right. Well, I'm going to end the show, everybody.
Good night, all.
Good night.